Okay, so I've started the recording. Go ahead, Shauna.
We want to welcome everyone here tonight to this webinar. We're going to talk about the Box Elder County resources for especially low to moderate income families to support all interfaith leaders across the county, even people who are working in surrounding counties, to let you know about what resources we have. And several of our resources stretch out to other counties like Weber and Cache and Rich. So we do want to welcome you and thank you for your time being here tonight. If we can go ahead and start our slide deck, and we want to thank the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for hosting this webinar for us tonight through Zoom. Thanks to Lad Morel. The first slide that we're going to talk about is slide number 2 with the New Hope Crisis Center. We are the domestic violence shelter for Box Elder County. We provide protective orders and we provide stalking injunctions. We have support groups and we have educational classes. And so if you glance at this slide, the people who are qualified to receive our services are anyone who is affected by domestic violence, rape or sexual assault, dating violence, or stalking. We have our phone number here and our address. This is a picture of our building. We are going to be moving this spring across the street, but we'll still be on 700 South. And here is our email address, newhopecrisiscenter@gmail.com. If you have any questions, we are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to serve people who are in need of these services. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. I will try to watch the chat. I do see a question that says, are we going to get a copy of this slide deck? Thank you for asking. And yes, we will be able to email out the slide deck. And if you'd like the video, we can email that too. And so we'll go to our next slide, which is Susie Witt with Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, so Habitat for Humanity, we are a program who provides repairs for homes. And also we help people get into to homes like low income housing. And then we will also do some help with education. We can do some classes that will help you with your budgeting or with what to do once you're in a home and how to take care of it, how to blow out your sprinklers, how to do all of that kind of stuff. So if you have anybody who needs some help with home ownership or repairs, please send them our way and we'll be happy to help.
Thank you, Susie. Our next slide is going to be with the Bear River Mental Health, and they have some important information about their mobile care unit as well.
Hi, this is Jason and Derek. We're with the MCOT team, specifically with Bear River Mental Health. As the slides say, Bear River Mental Health is one of the 14 local mental health authorities in Utah. We've been serving since about 1977. We're typically a Medicaid provider, but specifically with MCOT, with the Mobile Crisis Outreach Team, it's basically anybody. If you or somebody that you know is in a crisis, either coming into our offices that we have across Box Elder County, in Logan, and then I don't know if we have one in
County.
Yeah, do we have one in Hiram? Did we used to?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about then with Hiram, but then obviously with 988, calling through 988 and getting a hold of us, you don't have to be the person in crisis to get a hold of us. If there's a concern about an individual that you have in your life, or even just referring to that person, that's perfectly reasonable too. And as far as crisis goes, it's not always experiencing suicidal ideation. There's many different forms of crisis that people can be in. But as anybody that's suffering or dealing with issues that provide them with a need for support, we can definitely provide that. It's a free service. 988 gets a hold of us after you've called them and talked to them about what's going on, and then we get a hold of you and kind of schedule a time if we can come out and meet with you, or even over the phone. But we definitely prefer to come out and meet with you. We'll have a therapist that is available to meet with us as well. And it's a good service overall. You know, if you're in crisis, we're happy to give you that support. So
Thank you, guys. We really appreciate what you do. It's really all of these services that we're going to talk about tonight are very important. We thank you so much. Our next one is Brigham Suicide Prevention Coalition and serving the whole county.
All right, my name is Tara. I'm the chair of Brigham Suicide Prevention. We offer resources to anybody located in Box Elder, Cache, or Rich counties. We offer a few different services, typically within the areas of awareness, education, and support. And under the support heading, we have a Hope After Suicide Loss support group, which is held for people 18 plus who've lost a loved one to suicide. It's held the first Thursday of the month in Brigham City at 6 p.m. at our building at 35 South Main, and is held the third Thursday of the month in Tremonton at North Point Family Therapy. Along with that, we also have a support group for men who are struggling with their mental health. It's facilitated by Paul Newman of North Point Family Therapy. He's a licensed marriage and family therapist who has experienced depression firsthand and is a very knowledgeable person and also very empathetic. So he's a fabulous person. We're lucky to have him. And we are pleased to announce that we'll be adding a second date. So typically that's held the third Thursday of the month in Tremonton at 7 p.m. immediately following the support group. But now it'll be held 2 times a month, beginning in January. And also in January, we intend to launch a Women Pursuing Peace support group as well. We also provide numerous evidence-based suicide prevention trainings for anybody aged 12 plus. Some of those trainings are restricted to 15 plus, but we do have some sort of training that will fit for any situation 12 and up. And we're happy we do that for free of charge. All our services have no charge. And then we also do have one other support group that is held very rarely, and that's one that is for survivors of suicide attempts. And the reason that's held so rarely is that it is a closed group for 8 weeks. And so it's required that the same people go through for the entire time, and we don't often have enough people to run that group. You can reach me at brighamsuicideprevention@gmail.com for any questions that you might have.
Thank you. We really appreciate your services, Tara, a lot. Our next slide is with Grand Families. Grand Families is a service for grandparents who are raising their children's children. So if you are a grandparent or know of one who is raising their grandchildren, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to get support. They offer crisis intervention, adult education support groups for other grandparents like you, adolescent support groups for teenagers who are being raised, and children also being raised by their grandparents. And then there are many links that they offer to other community resources. They provide assistance with guardianship and Medicaid and the financial paperwork. And then they also help with drug and alcohol prevention. So their contact information is there on that slide. They were not able to attend this meeting tonight. So we'll go ahead to our next one with Sarah Harrelson from Workforce Services.
Hi, thank you, Shauna. So at Workforce Services, we do a lot of different things. A lot of our customers come in, we call them customers, they come in and we help them sign up for state benefits. So through our office, they can get help with SNAP, Medicaid, childcare, as well as financial, and that financial can be for disability, or it can be for a family with minor children in the home that are below the poverty level, and it gives them an employment plan to help them, start working and achieve success and self-sufficiency. We also help with job seeking skills, so we can teach people how to look for jobs, because a lot of people don't even know where to start. We also help with resume, as well as interview support skills. And we do multiple referrals to our other community partners. So we will refer a lot of our customers to the same people you will see here if we see the need. We also have access to a licensed clinical therapist. So if there is someone who comes in crisis, we can help them through that service until they can get more stable.
Thank you, Sarah. It's wonderful to know that information. And then we're going to turn it back to the Bear River Health Department this time, sharing some information with us.
Thank you, Shauna. Thank you all for coming tonight. Most of you probably have heard of the WIC program, or the Women, Infant, Children program. It's been around for over 50 years. WIC provides nutrition and breastfeeding services and supplemental foods to pregnant women, mothers, infants, and children up to their 5th birthday. We offer nutrition education, personalized breastfeeding support, and referrals to other public health programs in the area. They provide a card that's like a debit card, and that card is available to purchase foods such as yogurt, whole wheat pasta, fresh fruits and veggies, and some brand name cereals, juice, peanut butter, and other healthy food options as well. So a couple of things just wanted to point out. You see there on the slide the income guidelines. They're actually quite generous. If you qualify for Medicaid or SNAP, you will automatically qualify for WIC. And sometimes we find people that have lost their Medicaid or no longer qualify for SNAP, just they're a little over income, but oftentimes they'll still qualify for WIC. So we encourage people to check that out. And you can see there also on the slide the different areas that it's available. So Logan, Garden City, Brigham City, and in the Tremonton office. So feel free to reach out to us, and you can scan that QR code. It'll take you actually to the state WIC website, and you can actually schedule an appointment even through that. So it's a great program that has helped a lot of families. And another thing that most people aren't aware of is anyone with custody or guardianship of a child under 5, again, that falls within these income guidelines, is eligible. So a single dad, women, infant, children kind of throws people off sometimes, but a single dad could qualify for his children under 5, or grandparents or aunt or uncle that are raising children if they have custody or guardianship. So great program. Please just spread the word. Word of mouth gets a lot of people into that service. And then the next slide, if you wouldn't mind, I'll go ahead and cover that one as well. So the health department provides lots of services. People think of WIC oftentimes, or they think of, like food services as far as like food inspections and things like that. But we also offer prevention and treatment resources. And so just a couple of things that my department, the Community Health Services, is currently working on. We have community coalitions over here in Box Elder. We have them in Cache and Rich also, but over here in Box Elder County specifically, we have coalitions for the northern part of the county and the southern part. So as you can see there, we have the Box Elder Safe Communities Coalition, and it serves families, communities, anyone that falls within the Box Elder High School boundaries. And then the Bear River Safe Communities Coalition serves the communities, families of those that fall under the Bear River High School boundaries. So you can see contact information for both Diane and I. Diane's in Brigham City. I am coordinating the Tremonton area, the northern Bear River Valley area. So we are inviting families, we're inviting businesses. We really want to cover all sectors so that we get a good base of people coming together to provide input and to increase protective factors so that we have healthier families. A couple of other services there you see listed. We do suicide prevention presentations and resources. We have a grant to assist us with that, and we also have one for lethal means. So things like firearms and medications, like locking those up and just providing good education. So if someone's in a crisis situation, they have their access is limited or is taken away for a period of time. And then also just to mention our treatment services, we do provide mental health and substance use counseling. Most appointments, as you can see there, we can get people in pretty quickly. And if they're in a crisis situation, we will definitely get them in as quick as possible. We can bill most insurances, or if a person has no insurance, then we can work with them on a payment schedule and get them taken care of. And sometimes we even have grants that come through that can assist people with certain situations. So there's the number to call for Box Elder County, but we do offer services in Tremonton and Brigham City for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Alina. We appreciate that information as well. Next person would be The Brigham City Fine Arts Center. I haven't seen Lisa, the executive director, on the call. If you're here, Lisa, speak up. I'll go ahead and kind of cover for you until I hear if you are here, because you could say it better than I could. The Brigham City Fine Arts Center has a really great movement to help kids be able to express their art. And they're saying that it really is good for mental health and self-esteem and life skills and teaching respect, friendships, confidence, resilience, all of the attributes that go along with being able to put yourself into a really great hobby. So if anyone is interested, they are serving the whole county, not just Brigham City. You can find them through that email. Great opportunity for our youth. The next one is Debbie Sparks with Youth Serve.
Thank you, Shauna. My name is Debbie Sparks, and I work with Youth Serve Utah. That's Utah's Commission on Service and Volunteerism. I work with the AmeriCorps Seniors Program as their program coordinator for Box Elder, Cache, and Rich. I want to especially talk to our audience, and I want you to think of those in your community, 55 and older, that would fit into one of these groups I'm about to talk about. So we have volunteers who need to be 55 or older. And you can see the income limit there. For one person is $26.08 per month, and for two is a little bit over $3,500 for a two-person household. And they would receive a tax-free stipend that would not impact any other benefits. So these senior companion volunteers provide assistance and friendship to seniors who have difficulty with daily living tasks, helping them to keep independent in their homes a little bit longer. The benefits of volunteering that we have seen is it really gives them a greater sense of purpose and helps with their mental and physical health. But other than that, too, they also feel like they're helping someone else. And so the clients that we serve must live in their own residence, and they must be over 55 as well. Most of our clients are over the age of 70. And so our volunteers go out and serve these clients. So I know that you probably in your communities can think of someone right now that probably is stuck in their home or is bedridden and just needs maybe some companionship. We do not do any home health at all. It's all just companionship. We can take them if they're able to get out once in a while to the store. We're not a bus service or anything, but we do provide companionship. That's our biggest thing. I'll just give a really quick example of something we did today. We had a gentleman who is on dialysis twice a week, and so during the week he can't get out of his home. He's stuck in his bed unless he's in the dialysis unit at the hospital. And so we have a volunteer that goes there on the days that he's home and provides just sits next to him and visits and talks to him, and they watch TV together. And it's just a really valuable service, and it doesn't cost the client anything. It's no cost to the client. And then the state pays our volunteers a stipend, like I said before. So please, my contact number is on the bottom, my phone number and my email address. Please contact us if you know of anyone that would fit into this. It's a great program. Thank you.
It is a great program. Thank you for that service. There's many people that need it that don't know about it. So that's why we're here to share the message so more people can learn about it. Our next slide is with the Box Elder School District head nurse. When she's not able to attend tonight, but when she was talking, she wants people to know that there are mental health services being offered by her, Rachel Lott, and the LCSWs and interns that are hired and employed by the Box Elder School District. They do many programs for substance use prevention, vaping prevention. They do mental health assessments. They do diagnoses, and they do intervention. And so lots of great opportunities. If you have any questions about what services are offered by the school district head nurse, you can give them a call at the school district office, and she'd be happy to let you know more information about the information, because she really does want people to know what they're doing. Our next slide is with the Department of Health and Human Services with Juvenile Justice and Youth Services. Rachel Smith, Alicia Rich, or Holly Starks. Are they here? Go ahead and take a moment to look at this slide. this one, I would really take a moment also to go into the website.
Hang on. I apologize.
You're good.
Sorry about that. So I'm Mitch Peterson. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. My tech issues. So yeah, we're the Cache Valley Youth Center, youth services. So kind of a unit of the state Department of Health and Human Services under the Juvenile Justice and Youth Services. So we work with youth and families in the community, ages 11 to 17, 18 potentially, depending on the situation. And we teach skills. We have a pretty good presence in Brigham City. Alicia is pretty much full-time in Brigham, where the rest of us are pretty much full-time in Cache and then Rich as needed. So we serve all three of those counties. And we've collaborated with several of you on this call. So we work to it's an early intervention program to help kids that are on the radar somewhere. We take referrals from anybody. So a referral could come in from a family member, from a neighbor, a caring adult, a church leader, teacher, principal, therapist, law enforcement. And so the goal for us is to get them early and teach them skills, get them access to therapy. We do groups, basically whatever they need to change the direction that they're going and not get into the juvenile justice system. Now I want to hear what you were going to say. Sorry, because you said, I want you to look at this closely or something. What were you going to point out?
I was very impressed when we go into your website and find out all the services. I didn't know all the services that you offer to youth and families, and a lot of youth are going through the problems which you have the ability to address. A lot of the providers and services resources tonight here do. So I just want everyone to know, if your child is having some struggles, there are people to help you, parents. You don't have to do it alone. And that's why we're having this meeting tonight, especially for the mental health and the behavioral health, so we can know that there are wonderful people who have a lot of training who can help you if when you don't have the training and as a parent, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, we refer out to a lot of organizations. So the Family Place for parenting, just kind of Bear River Mental Health for therapy, counseling. So it just kind of depends. And the range, and I guess just to piggyback on what you said, the range of challenges that the youth are experiencing are very, very broad. So I could tell you stories about kids that are very, very, very concerning behaviors, very, violent tendencies or suicidal ideation, self-harm. And then I could tell you stories that parents are thinking the kid is doing a terrible job. And I'm like, yeah, the kid's not doing a terrible job. So I guess that the reason to say that is to say that we can help a huge range of youth and their needs. It doesn't have to be just a specific thing of mental health. It can be school avoidance, depression, anxiety, emotional regulation, suicidal ideation, and a pretty big list of things that we can assist with. So thank you.
Thank you, Mitch. We appreciate you. So reach out to them. There's their phone number if you have any more questions. And then the next one is with Alondra with DHHS for 0 to 8.
Thank you, Shauna. My name is Alondra Berrigan. I am with the Early Childhood 0 to 8 Care Coordination Program with Department of Health and Human Services. This care coordination program in specific is housed within the Division of Family Health. And within the Division of Family Health, there's various other services and programs that are available to families. And so just to kind of give you a brief synopsis of what we do, this program is free. It's available across the entire state, and there's no eligibility requirements besides being a child from newborn to technically their 9th birthday. And we like to emphasize on providing wraparound services to not only the child, but the family as a whole. We like to connect families to any additional referrals, supports, and services that these children may need. And we really focus on the hand-holding process of that. So if parents need more additional one-on-one support with scheduling appointments, submitting referrals for speech, or any other additional service that they may need, such as support with understanding what the IEP process can look like if a child were to need additional support through the school system. Or it could be something as simple as just needing to find a place where to locate diapers or anything that a child may need. We are going to take the time with the family to help them with that. I just want to also plug in that we do have our early childhood website that went live earlier this year that offers various other resources that families can filter through. I believe it has options to filter through county and city. So if they are looking in for something in particular, they can go through the categories and search through there. But families can also reach one of the care coordinators. Me, I think Elma, Dana, and Ursula are also on the call as well, but they're also care coordinators alongside with me that families can reach us through there as well. Um, and yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, we try to connect with a lot of providers that are also on this call, but we also like to think outside the box and see if there's anything else that might be available. And then I do want to also plug in um, all the care coordinators that we currently have on staff for our centralized team do speak Spanish, but we also have the ability to access interpretation services if additional languages are needed. And we also like to practice a closed loop procedure with any referring providers that reach out to us. Anyone can reach out to us. It can be a family directly, any service provider that's already working with the family, or someone that is just familiar with the family situation and wants to lend a hand. But that's us in a nutshell. Here's our contact information, our centralized email and phone number if you would like to reach us. But yeah, that is us in a nutshell. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Alondra. Our next speaker is going to be Renee Hadfield from the Utah Parent Center.
Hi, I'm Renee Hadfield, and what the Utah Parent Center is a nonprofit that helps families navigate disabilities within their community. So within the community, within education, with transition, and with health care. We're constantly doing free consultations to parents. I am specific to Box Elder and can go assist parents with IEPs and 504s within the education system. Within the transition, we have a lot of different trainings that we do on each thing. So transition, we have a lot of different parent trainings that we do on guardianship, and we have a lot of information of how to get guardianship if they feel they need to of their child that is turning 18 or their adult child. With the healthcare, we do a lot of different trainings on that as well. We have trainings on Social Security and Medicare, Medicaid, and just navigating the disability community is what we are about. And each one of us at the Utah Parent Center has a child with a disability. We're that peer-to-peer support idea of serving families and helping them navigate through the process. So that's us in a nutshell.
Thank you, Renee. Our next one is with USU Childcare, and it's not just providing childcare at USU. A lot of people think that's what it is, but it's actually letting you, if you go to the next slide, please, let parents know what childcare providers are in our county or in the surrounding areas that are licensed. So they would be appropriate childcare providers. And then also anyone who wants to start their own childcare service in your home or in a building that you choose, you can get licensed, and they have a grant for you to go through that process. If you apply for the grant, it actually pays for the fees to get that license. And so it's a great opportunity for maybe a mom who wants to start her own childcare business and make sure that she's licensed to do that. So there's great opportunity to find childcare and to host childcare. Our next one is with Laura Torres from Central de Familia. Are you here, Laura? I haven't seen you.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you.
Can you hear me all?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Laura. I'm with Centro La Familia. I'm the outreach coordinator for Northern Utah. So we have a Head Start, an early Head Start. We provide services for babies from 6 weeks old babies all the way to 4 to get them ready for kindergarten. Our biggest center is actually here in Utah, and it's in Honeyville. So we have taken over the old elementary school there right now, and we are serving 112 kids right now. We're a year-round program. Most of the families we serve, they work in agriculture. So when you think of agriculture, doesn't mean in the field. Field work is also working with animals, with crops, with picking up like egg farms to landscaping, greenhouses. Those are the families that qualify. It is a free child care base. Also, we serve pregnant moms in this program. And also we offer elementary and elementary ed for moms and dads. If they didn't finish their elementary education, we help them get it done in their language at no cost. And then, of course, we refer them to the Box Elder School District so they can work on their GED and things like that. So that's all in a nutshell regarding Centro La Familia. Thanks.
Thank you, Laura. Just a reminder to everyone watching, if you have any questions along the way, feel free to put them in the chat. And our next speaker is going to be Brian Johnson with Head Start.
Sorry, I got to unmute myself. Okay. My name is Brian Johnson. Like she said, I'm a family advocate with Bear River Head Start. We service 346 kids per year. We have the early Head Start. It's a home-based program. Up in Logan, we have a center base for that. But for Box Elder, it's a home base where an educator comes to your house and works with you to work with your child once a week for 90 minutes. And then we have the preschool head, and that's for pregnant moms up to the kids turn 3. And then for the preschool, we have the center for 3 and 4-year-olds. We do support children from low-income families and at-risk families, providing high-quality preschool. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. We cover cash, Box Elder, Rich. In the Box Elder County, we have the Brigham Center over by the food pantry. It has 2 extended day and then a part day class. And then Tremont, we also have a part day and extended day class. And that's the Tremont one's 451 West, 600 North. It's got my contact information here. So if you know of anybody interested or have more questions, they can call or text me, and I'm more than happy to help. Or they can apply online at brheadstart.org. Thank you for your guys' time and appreciate it. All you do.
And we appreciate you. Great information. Our next person to speak is going to be Elizabeth with People Helping People.
Yes, hello. Thank you so much. So just going to wait for my slide.
We switch slides.
There we go. Perfect. So my name is Elizabeth, and I'm a community outreach coordinator here with People Helping People. People Helping People is a long-term employment program that's dedicated to reducing the number of children living in poverty by helping low-income women, primarily single moms, learn how to earn an adequate income through successful employment. We are like I said, a long-term career development program, but we are very focused on this one-on-one approach. So this self-paced program, we do one-on-one coaching and mentoring. We also have education workshops that go hand in hand with everything that our clients work on in their one-on-one sessions. They do skills assessments, career pathing, resume building, interview prep, job fairs, and a lot more. That's focused on mindset and making sure that they are good to go and building a solid foundation. The People that qualify for our services are any low-income women plus living in any of the counties that we serve, which is Box Elder, Cache, Davis, Salt Lake, Summit, Tooele, Utah, and Weber counties. We do have 2 offices, one here in Salt Lake and one in Ogden. And however, our offices would be like any visits would be by appointments only. In addition to that, though, just wanted to mention our program is primarily virtual. So all of that coaching, the mentoring, the workshops happens online. And it definitely helps clients be able to connect with a lot more people beyond the geographical radius that they live in, but also help them practice those tech skills. We know that a lot of interviews are happening virtually, especially. So there is our contact information here. That centralized email for us is community@phputah.org. And if you call our phone number, you're definitely going to be able to speak to somebody, or we will get back to you as soon as we can. But that is all about people helping people. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Next, we have Kelsey with USU Create Better Health.
Hey, so Create Better Health is Utah's SNAP education program. We're run through the Utah State University Extension offices. And SNAP it stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It's what food stamps used to be called, or what they are now. And we try to teach those people how they can stretch their food dollar and how they can eat healthier with those funds they receive. Our goal is to help make healthy eating accessible for all people. So we try to donate a lot of healthy foods to food pantries. We teach throughout the community to people of all ages. Our program was actually defunded from the Big Beautiful Bill a few months ago. So what we're doing is probably going to change come January 1st. So nothing's set in stone yet, but I do know that you will still be able to take a free virtual class that we have online. It's self-paced. Like I said, it's free. I'll put a link to that in the chat. And then we also have a Zoom class coming up on November 20th that people can sign up for if they would like. So yeah, I'll drop both those links in the chat. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Kelsey. Our next slide is with up to 3 early intervention. I don't see Miriam or Molly here. If you are, jump in and talk because you'll say it better than I do. But this is their information with up to 3 people can give parents proven strategies that they can use to help their children learn and participate in daily activities, eating, sleeping, playtime. So extra support to parents. They have their phone number and their website is up23.org. A lot of great support to our families tonight. And those of you who are faith leaders, then you feel like you don't have to do it alone either. You know what resources are out there. If someone comes to you as a faith leader, you can know what resources trained professionals are here to help you and the parents. Our next speakers are from United Way. We might have Danielle or Megan here. I know I said Danielle. Anyone from United Way, speak up who wants to talk about Help Me Grow. Oh, Megan.
Hi, I can take care of Help Me Grow. How are you?
Great.
So Help Me Grow is a developmental screening tool. And what they do is they give you a little questionnaire to work with your little kids on from 0 to 8. And it kind of tests as they are developing their milestones. And if they are not meeting those milestones, then they can connect you to resources or give you some ideas to work on as a parent with your child so that your child doesn't fall too far behind because it's easier to get caught up when you're only a little bit behind rather than a lot behind. So that service is free. It is sponsored through United Way of Utah County. So they've got a lot more information over there, but that's Help Me Grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Megan. We appreciate you. And then more student success program. Is that one, Danielle?
Perfect. I will take this one. I'm Danielle with United Way of Northern Utah. Our student success program works with AmeriCorps and it is statewide. And essentially, we work with school districts and schools to help place trained AmeriCorps volunteers into the schools to work one-on-one with students. And they help students with various different things, tutoring, attendance, social emotional support, kind of just focusing on a caseload that makes sense for the individual student. We can also cater the opportunity to the school and what needs they're seeing in their schools. So sometimes we have schools that reach out that say, we're experiencing low attendance rates. Can you help us out? And they receive a trained AmeriCorps volunteer for 1 year to kind of help improve that and help work with those students to increase their attendance. And so our AmeriCorps members also receive a great benefit from joining the opportunity because they receive training, they have an educational stipend, it's national service, and just a really meaningful opportunity to give back. So our contact for the director, Stephanie Arciga, is listed here. If anyone's interested in volunteering or knows someone who would be a good AmeriCorps volunteer, that's the Student Success Program.
Thank you. We'll go to the next slide. Danielle's going to keep speaking for us.
I actually have Ashley, the coordinator, is on the call, so I've asked her to speak to this really quick.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yes, so I manage our Learn with Playgroup program. It's for families age 0 to 5 and their parent or caregiver. And it's a free weekly playgroup. Parents and kids come together to learn and have fun with one another. A big focus of ours is kindergarten readiness, so we're focusing on a lot of those skills, especially social emotional skills that they can implement at home to help them get ready for kindergarten. And it's also a great place for parents to meet other parents that have kids that are around the same age as them, help with their mental health that way and help them build connections. We also provide free monthly books for participating families to help grow their home library. And we don't have any eligibility requirements. We just ask that the parent or caretaker attends playgroup with them. It's not a child care drop-off, so the child does have to have somebody attend with them. And we have a couple classes up in Brigham City. We have some up in Smithfield, Cache County, and then Ogden as well.
Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate all this great information.
And then next, I believe we have Welcome Baby, which will be Megan again.
Hi, yes, I am Megan Campbell. I'm the Welcome Baby program manager. So, Welcome Baby, we do monthly in-home visits for families with children under 3 years old. During those visits, we discuss and encourage milestone development. So we work really closely with Help Me Grow. And we can also provide baby supplies like diapers, wipes, formula, clothes, all sorts of fun stuff. Sometimes we even have big ticket items like strollers and car seats and things like that. So we can provide those types of things. Qualifications are super easy. We don't have any income or citizenship requirements, so no minimum, no maximum. We just ask that they live in Box Elder, Cache, or Weber County. So that's that. You can contact Welcome Baby at uwnu.org, and we can get your little family signed up for that too.
Thank you, Megan. We want to share with you an app now that United Way has provided called 211. If you don't know about this app, this is the perfect time to start finding out and sharing information about it.
Thank you, Shauna. I feel like we should have put the cute baby at the last slide because it's hard to follow that one. But this is 211. So you might call 911 for emergencies, 988 for crisis intervention, and then you call 211 for resources and referrals. And so this is just a great graphic kind of highlighting some of the needs that we see a lot in 211. So 211 Utah is a statewide system. So we have call centers in Salt Lake and in Utah County. And then in Northern Utah, we do a lot of outreach and then coordinating and supporting the efforts of the statewide system. So you can call 211, you can download the app, which is 211 Utah. Highly recommend having the app on your phone. It's super useful. There's also the website, 211utah.org. It's a free service, confidential interactions if you do a call, available 24/7 and multilingual. And I believe we have one more slide. So, oh, my plug for downloading the app today. This is just the links to download the app. Highly recommend taking a picture of this. Having the app has been so beneficial for me working for a nonprofit and working in the community. And so for our faith-based leaders, we wanted to include this today for you to have a resource at your fingertips to help support individuals in your community that might need a little bit of assistance or support or help getting those services. The statewide system is also moving towards what we call service navigation. So rather than just calling and providing you a referral, we are doing warm handoffs with our community partners, and we are getting a more robust system built out to make sure that all of our community partners and social services are reflected on the 211 system. Would love to answer any questions you might have, but please download the app and just look it over, get some practice there, and help spread the word. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. That was the perfect one to end on for us tonight, because all of our services that we've provided for you tonight through this webinar, we want to have on this app. Just like Danielle said, all of the services are for you, for families, for our faith-based leaders, so that we feel like we have strength as a community. It does take a village to raise a child, and we have a wonderful village here in Box Elder County. So we hope that tonight you feel uplifted, that you feel supported, that no one feels alone, that there are amazing people, as you've heard tonight, who have knowledge and education and training to be able to help support the needs that are needed throughout our county. So with that, we'll just go to the last slide. If you have any questions, you can send me an email at any time, and I'll do my best to email you back with information that I can. If you have any other questions, please put them in the chat. We really do want to thank everyone for watching this webinar, and we will send out the Google slide deck for anyone that wants to watch it. We hope that we can provide any information you have for other needs. We do have people that haven't been able to join tonight, such as the food pantry and the soup kitchen. There's others, pregnancy care center, that aren't here tonight. There are amazing services throughout the county. So if there's any needs you have as faith-based leaders, please email us. And as our network continues to grow with the Box Elder County Interagency Council, we hope that we can always provide the information that you might be in need of. Thank you again for attending tonight.
Hey, this was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much. So Lad, I've shared the slide deck with you as an editor. If you wouldn't mind just sharing it with people to be viewers, not editors, that participated, that would be wonderful.
Sounds good. Thanks, Shauna.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.